Good morning everyone, good afternoon. Welcome to my first class. Here we will start learning to create mandala patterns. This is a beginner friendly class where everyone can learn without any prior experience how to create mandala. So in this class we will learn to create mandala patterns. Here I am going to teach 5 simple basic mandala patterns. There you can easily learn this. So let me show you here. Here comes this mandala patterns. So in this class, I will be going to teach you these 5 simple basic mandala patterns. Also, there I have attached a bonus section for all those people who feel some difficulty to directly go to on the paper and create this mandala. So in this bonus section, you can take a printout of the PDF that I have uploaded and you can watch my videos, my lessons, and on that practice sheet, you can trace out the mandala patterns that I have created before. Just go and take a printout of them, and using a pen, you can trace it out and learn to create this mandala pattern easily. And after that, you can go on a paper, take a blank paper, create all these mandala patterns by yourself and learn to create mandala. So let's meet in our next lesson. So for the purpose of this mandala class, the material we will be required are, first of all, is a dot journal. I am using a dot journal. You can use any rough paper or single sheet of paper, a pencil, eraser, some fine liners. These are of 0.4, 3 and 2 mm width, and a scale and a parchment paper. So these are all the supplies that we will need to create these patterns. So let's meet up in our next. First of all, let's start create our baseline. Here I am taking a gap of 6 boxes. In our first one, 7 boxes, and creating a straight line, okay, like this. You can also use a fine liner. Here I will be using 0.4 mm, and we can create direct line using this fine liner. Straight line. After that, the second line will be after leaving gap of 6 boxes. Third, fourth, fifth, and our 6th one. Okay, like this. Now, after creating this baseline, we need to draw a shape of petal, which will be like this. Let me show you. Here I am going straight, 2 boxes straight, and then a curve. Okay. Then taking a gap of 4 squares, like here. 2 boxes straight, and then a gap. Here we can measure gaps using creating boxes, okay. So like this, we need to create these petals. Simply using a rough hand, very lightly, very gently, create these lines. It's our first time, so don't panic if your lines are not straight, okay. Just do it very slowly and very calmly. You can also measure out the top part on which we need to join these petals. See here, I have taken the third. Here it is a gap of 4 boxes having 5 dots. Third dot is our middle part and the height is of 5 boxes. 2 box straight, and then we need to join it like this and like this. Like this we need to create these petals. So let's start creating. Here, as we are doing this for our first time, if your petals are not coming straight, just don't worry about it. We need to enjoy the process. Just slowly and steadily they will be come in line. Like this, we need to draw petals in all these 6 columns. Okay, in all these 6 columns. Let's start drawing our petals in all these 6 columns. Here I will be using parchment paper because my hands are sweaty as well. So the sweat does not ruin the paper. So I will be using a parchment paper. You can use a normal paper as well. Okay. First, let's measure out all of the width of the petals. Second part is our height. Okay, now let's start. 2 box straight line and then a curve from this side. 2 box straight and then a curve. 2 box straight and then curve. 2 box straight and then curve. So here I have completed all over these petals. You can see there are many irregularities, but yeah, since we are learning, it's alright to make some mistakes, and by the time we are perfect, like we learn, we will be perfect in all these. Okay, so after that, creating these petals, we need to outline these. For that purpose, here we will create another small petals within these. Okay, let's see how to draw these. Like this. Now, after drawing all these petals, we need to make a side petal. like these. We need to make petal inside these. Okay. Here I am taking a gap of half square and then creating a line, and ensure this that the width of this remains constant at each part of the petal. Okay, like this. We need to create all these petals inside this. It is a double bordered petal. In a technical language, it is called double border petal. Like this. Just slowly and steadily create a border line inside these petals. Okay. All of us learn from the mistakes that we make. So, making mistakes during the process of learning is a common thing. So, so don't worry about it, and we need to just look over how easily this can be make. Okay. See. There are two ways to draw these lines. First is up to down. From upside, we are creating it to down. And second is down to up, as we have made our outside petals. So these are the two ways how you can make these lines. You can choose any one of them, the one which you feel comfortable in with. Here I am feeling comfortable from up to down. So yeah, I am using that line. From up to down, like that. So let's just create it out. After creating these all petals and their outlines with pencil, now we need to make them final. So here I am using 0.4 mm fine liner. As you can see, it's a 0.4 mm fine liner, and we will be start creating these outlines with our pen. Just slowly and smoothly, we need to create these outlines. First, create the outer one, and after that, create the inner one. The lines may differ from our final line, so don't worry about it. Just create this very gently and peacefully so that you do not make some mistakes while creating it out. Just very gently draw these lines. See here, I have already created a pencil one, but now I was thinking that this one should look more better. So instead of following the pencil one, I am creating out a new one. Okay, here you can see like that. Like that, we need to create all these lines. Okay, so let's start creating all these lines. So here we have completed our outlining this border with a pen. Now here comes a part for filling out the details in these leaves. So here I am leaving the first one as a sample so that you can practice out, and from the second one we will start filling out these patterns. Okay, so the first pattern is a very simple and very easy one. In this one, just draw a straight line in the center like this, and then we need to create a line like these. Okay, it does look like a leaf pattern, the ventricles of the leaves. So this is our first pattern. Like this, we will need to create it on all of these. Just slowly and gently, and try to see that you maintain a similar distance. Okay, like this. Just slowly and gently, we need to draw all of these patterns. The thing that we need to take care in this one is that the distance between these leaves remains similar. And don't worry of all these pencil lines. After creating all of these, we will let this to dry out so that it does not bleed, and after that we will rub all of these pencil lines. Okay, so just don't hurry for rubbing all these, because if the ink of this fine liner doesn't get dried out completely and you rub before it, so the ink will bleed out and it will ruin our mandala patterns. So just we need to take care of all these things. Okay. Now after creating all of these patterns, I am here using 0.2 mm fine liner and creating this. I draw a straight line and then very gently trace over the pencil marks. Hoping that you can draw this leaf pattern very easily. So as this is a beginner friendly class, and here I will be starting from the scratch to how to draw mandala. So here is a series of mandala patterns that we use to create out in mandala. So in this series it will be a very beginner friendly series which everyone having without any experience of mandala can just learn to how to draw these mandala patterns. So this is our first pattern. Here we are drawing our first pattern. Okay. And hoping that you are finding it very easy to draw. So you have completed our first pattern. Let's meet up in our next session. Let's meet up in our next session where we will draw our second pattern. So up till then, bye bye, take care. Let's continue our second pattern. So welcome to our second pattern. In this pattern, we will create some petals, kind of flower. So let's see. In the middle part of this thing, in the middle part of this pattern, just draw petal like this. One more, one side this. Like this. It is our second pattern. Just simply in the middle part, draw a big petal, two petal adjacent to the this one, and then another two at the below. If you make any mistakes like this, just draw it out, rub it out, and after that start it again very gently. Our first petal, second petal, third petal, like this. Okay, hope you are getting this. Our first, second ones, and then third ones, like this. Like this. After that, I will be using 0.2 mm pen and start creating it out with this pen. Just make sure after completing each petal, after completing each petal, you lift your pen. You just don't draw while putting the same pen at the same place. Just lift your pen and then draw again, like this. Okay. Like this, we have completed our second pattern. Now let's meet up in our third pattern. For this third pattern, here we will draw a small circle like this in the center of the bottom part. And then draw out the petal as we have done before. Here like this. Okay, so see, here I have tried to draw a 7 petal flower which looks more nice to me as compared to the 5 one. So we will erase off these 5 ones, and here instead of this 7 petal one we will draw the 5 petals instead of 7. Okay, see, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. As you can see, instead of 5 petals, 7 petal one was looking much better. So here we have shifted to 7 petal flower. Like this, we make many adjustments while creating out the mandala. At the first, we have thought something else, but in the process of creating, we see that instead of this, the other option which we are thinking is much better and it is looking much good. So yeah, we do shift our patterns. Like this. After completing it with the pencil, same as drawn above, just mark it out with pen. Like this, we need to create all these petals. Okay. Here we have completed our third pattern. See, don't worry about the pencil marks. After creating all of these patterns, we will just rub it out. But don't do this like you have completed a pattern with your pen and then rub it out. If you will rub it right now, it will bleed out the link and it will be much worse. So yeah, just have some patience and after that we can rub all this out. Okay. Let's get together for our next pattern. It is our fourth one. So here it is something different. Just we need to create a oval shape like this and then petals. See, here I have created a oval shape. 4 petals on this side, 4 petals on this side and one single petal in this. And in the middle a swirl like this. Okay, it is much complicated from these 3 that we have tried. So for this one, let us understand how we need to create this once again. Just create a simple oval like this. Okay, one single petal, 4 petals on the left side, 4 on the right side and a single circular shape like this in the middle. Okay, this is our fourth pattern. Hope you are getting it. Let's practice it again. Semicircle like this, a oval shape like this. Our first petal, second, third, fourth, fifth, second, third, fourth, fifth, and then a semicircle like this. Here, same as above, using a 0.2 mm pen. First petal, second petal, third one, fourth one, fifth one, second, third, fourth, fifth, and this circular pattern. Okay, and for the remaining part of this circular pattern, we will fill it out with black color. This side one, like this. Here now I am directly drawing it with pen. See, oval shape, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, second, third, fourth, fifth, circular shape, and then fill it out the remaining side of it with the same pen, like this. First petal, second, third, fourth, fifth, second, third, fourth, fifth, and then fill it out with black color. oval shape, first petal, second, third, fourth, fifth, second, third, fourth, fifth, like this. Our first petal, second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one, second one, third one from the right, fourth one, and fifth one. Then a circular petal like this, and then fill it out our rest of the space with black color. Same fine liner like this. Oval shape, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, second, third, fourth, fifth. A simple oval shape, a circular pattern in this, fill out half side of it with same black color. Then our first petal, second, third, fourth, fifth, first, second, third, fourth, like this. So here we have completed our fourth pattern. Let's meet up in our next class having the last pattern of this class. For our last pattern, draw a semicircle like this, a border of it, and then we need to make petals upside down. See, first, second, third, second, third, like this. Instead, if you're facing some problem creating it out like that way, you can just tilt the shape, tilt your copy, and then after this you can make it. Okay, see here I have made a mistake while creating it, so just we will rub it again and create it out again like this. A semicircle, second semicircle, first pattern, second, third, second, third, semicircle, and another semicircle, first, second, third, second, third, semicircle, another semicircle, first, second, third, second, third. Just try to maintain that the level of second and third petal are of similar and are same. Okay. Second, third, second, third. As here you can see, the length of these second and third petal are same. Just try to maintain it throughout the pattern. Yeah. After that, using the same 0.2 mm pen, straight out with pen. Like this, just with a lighter hand, you can draw all these very easily. Like this. Okay. After that, just turn your whole copy upside down. So here were the five petals that we have learned from this class. And for the finishing touch-up, just use a eraser and very gently, very gently, rub all the pencil lines for the patterns that we have made. Okay. Don't push it too hard, otherwise our paper would tear out. So yeah, just do it very gently. This was our class for the creating very simple mandala patterns, mandala sheets. So yeah, you can practice them out. And for the project section of this class, you need to draw these out and post a photo in our discussion group so that we can discuss how we can create or plan the future classes in this mandala series. And also, I would love to have your comments on the teaching way and the things how I taught in this class. And there is also a bonus section which is linked to this class, and let's meet in our bonus section. For the part of bonus section, the person who are using you are learning for the first time. So here I have created a practice mandala sheet of those all patterns that we have learned in this class. So here it is a practice mandala sheet. You can get printout of these sheets, and I will be attaching these in our project section. So you can just get the printout of these. Just after taking printout of this, you need to trace it out the already made patterns. See, the person who are not at all confident while creating these patterns. So this will be a bonus section. Here you can just take printout of these and you can practice on these sheets. As we all know, practice makes us perfect. So using these sheets you can practice out the mandalas. Also here I have given many patterns. See, the patterns that we have learned in our class, we can create these as well, just for the purpose of practice. The person who are not that much confident for creating these mandalas directly on a paper, you can just firstly get printout of these, see all the video sections that I have taught, and after that, after practicing on these sheets, you can just create on a rough paper and post it in our project sections. See, like this. For all of us who need to practice out before directly going into the paper, you can just practice using these practice sheets. These will be available for all of you to download in the project section, and I will be attaching this file for all of us. Also, I would post it on my Instagram page so that people who face some difficulties can contact me through it and also can get all these sheets from there as well. Like this, after taking a printout of these mandala sheets, you can practice all of the patterns that we have done in our class. If you're not that sure that you can start directly on paper in our class, you just take a simple printout of this, and then you can learn mandala first on this practice sheet, and after that you can just go it out on our direct paper. Hope you have find